Hey, what's up guys? John MacLennan here. Hope you're having a great day. And in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about some Freddie Green style rhythm playing over the song Fly Me to the Moon. This is a classic jazz standard that still gets played on gigs all the time. It comes up pretty often. So I wanted to break down this style of rhythm playing and an approach to playing sort of jazz guitar. I call them shell chord voicings, or just this Freddie Green style. Before we get into the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and make sure to be subscribed to the channel. I've got new guitar lessons dropping every single day on the channel and tons of other song lessons and technique lessons as well to check out. So I appreciate your guys' support and hitting the thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel a lot and helps other people be able to see this video and learn from it as well. All right, let's get into the lesson. So the first part we're going to break down is just the first section here, and we can kind of break this into two parts, an A section and a B section. So here's the A section. So we're starting off on an A minor 7 chord, and what we're going to do with all these voicings is, instead of playing like maybe a typical jazz 4-note voicing like this, we're going to par it down to just sort of the basic elements of the chord. So we're going to have a root, we're going to have a 7th, and a 3rd. And those frets for this A minor 7 are going to be 5, and then 5 on the D string, and 5 on the G string. I'm playing 5 there on the low E string. So low E, D string, and G string. 5, 5, 5. So that's going to be our A minor 7. And again, that's the root here, the 7th, and the 3rd of the chord. We're going to play that for a bar, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to go to D minor 7, and we're going to have that same approach where we're playing just the root, the 3rd, and the 7th. And so for D minor 7, that's going to start on the A string and go 5, 3, 5. 5 on the A, 3 on the D, and 5 on the G. D minor 7. Then we're going to go to G7, and this is going to be 3rd fret of the low E, 3rd fret of the D string, and 4th fret of the G string. G7. And then we'll resolve that G7 to C major 7. The roots on the A string, we'll start with that string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret on the D string, and 4th fret on the G string, C major 7. Now the trick is with these chords is you want to mute. So there's a lot of muting going on here with the fretting hand. I'm not letting any open strings ring through, and the only notes that are sounding are the fretted notes. So far we've got A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C major 7. Then we're going to take this same shape and move it up to where our first finger is on the 7th fret. So we're going to have 8, 7, 9. This is F major 7. Then we're going to go to B minor 7 flat 5, but we're going to play the same shape as we did for A minor 7. So this is one of the things that you'll find with these chords is it's a lot of the same thing, just played in different places on the neck. So this is B minor 7 flat 5, and then E7 next. That's going to be starting on the A string, 7, 6, 7. Then we'll go to A minor 7 again, that first chord, and we're going to have 2 chords per bar for this bar. So we're going to play A minor 7 to A7. So we just adjust that by bringing our pinky up 1 fret. We're going to take that minor third, it becomes a major third. So here's the first 8 bars. 1, 2, 3, 4, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A minor 7, A7. Let's look at the next 8. We're going to go to a D minor 7, back to that chord, 5, 3, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, G7 for a bar. Now we're going to play 2 chords to a bar. We're going to go C major 7, F7, E minor 7, A7. So C major 7 we know. F7 is going to be the same as we played for E7, just 1 fret higher. We're going to be on 8, 7, 8. Then we'll go to E minor 7, same as D minor 7, just 2 frets higher. And then A7, same as G7, just on the 5th fret here. So that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do D minor 7, G7, C major 7 again. 1, 2, 3. This is called 2, 5, 1. Then B minor 7 flat 5 to E7. So that gets us through the first half of the form there. So let's play all of that together. I'm just going to play whole notes for now. Whole and halves when we have the split bars. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. D minor 7, G7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7 flat 5, E7, and A minor, A7, D minor 7, G7, and C major 7, F7, E minor 7, A7, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, and D minor 7 flat 5, E7. Now this brings us to the second half of the tune, and it's very similar, just a couple changes. Let me play it for you first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So like I said, you'll notice that a lot of that we've already seen in the first section. So the first 8 bars actually are exactly the same. So just to review, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A minor to A7. Then we continue like we did before with the 2-5-1 progression. We're going to play a bar of D minor 7, a bar of G7. Now here we're going to go up to an E minor 7 flat 5. And we can actually just use our E minor 7 shape here. We're going to play 7, 5, 7. Same as what we saw before. And then we'll go to A7. So this is a 2-5. It's literally, I mean, these are the same moves, right? Just being relocated. E minor 7 flat 5, A7, and then we're going to finish with D minor 7, G7, C major 7, and then the 2-5. So that's the same as from the first section as well. So we just change basically that third line of chords if you're breaking it down in 4-bar sections there. So here's the whole B section played with the rhythm. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A minor 7, D minor 7, G7, C major 7, F major 7, B minor 7 flat 5, E7, A minor 7, A7, D minor 7, G7, E minor 7 flat 5, A7, D minor 7 flat, D minor 7, G7, and C major 7. It's actually pretty tough to go B minor 7 flat 5, E7, say all the chords as you go with it. It's a really good exercise, actually. I do it all the time, and it sort of just reinforces what you know, so try it out. Okay, so one last thing I want to talk about before we get into the ending of this song, and let's add some of that rhythm that I'm doing. So a huge part of this sound is keeping just a steady groove. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and I'm really just thinking about a quarter note strum. 1, 2, 3, 4, just like being like a metronome. Click, 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 click. Now I'm playing those chords, but I'm also sort of pressure and release. So it's not, right? It's got a little bit of a groove to it with the rest in between. And I may accent 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 2 and 4, just to bring out the groove. So try that. There's a lot of muting going on, but see if you can just play straight quarter notes. It's good to do that with a metronome, or of course playing along with the Frank Sinatra version. These chords are going to line right up. So let's give it a try. We're going to play through the whole form. We're going to go top to bottom with both those sections, starting on A minor 7. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounding good? And second half. Back to the top. So that's the form for the whole song, except for the very last section after the horn shout for the ending, you know, when Sinatra comes back in. Fill my heart with song, fill my heart with song. We're gonna have a little variation. I'll play it for you. This is the same. Now here's where it changes. So ending. We got this lick. So this is like a little tag that's at the end of the form. So normally when we end that second section, we go D minor 7, G7, C major 7, and then like a 2-5 back to A minor. But what we're going to do the last time is play D minor 7, G7, and then you're going to take that progression up a minor third. So it's going to become F minor 7, B flat 7. So the same shapes, different frets. And then you go back to the first progression. So this is a common thing, and actually people do this for intros. Like I have a version of Georgia that I play solo guitar, and I start off with this idea actually. I just play a 2-5-1, and then I take it up a minor third, and that's my intro. So that's what happens on the end, and then we do this lick. This is the sort of Count Basie lick. It's based around a C6 chord. You're going to play the 10th fret of the A string, the 8th fret of the G string, and the 10th fret on the B string. And I actually play them hybrid style, where I pick my fingers on the G and the B strings, and then my guitar pick on the A string. So you're going to pinch all of them together, and then you're going to take your second finger and hammer it to the 9th fret of the G string. Like that. So it's like 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then you just finish after doing that 3 times. You can play the C root note, which is the 8th fret of the low E. So one more time. Here's the ending with the tag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Up to F minor, B flat, D minor, G, and 1, 2. There you go, guys. I know this is a longer lesson on a lot of chords today, but this is how to get through the rhythm playing Freddie Green style over Fly Me to the Moon. Try it out. Play along with that Sinatra recording. It's got a great feel and awesome swing to work on your timing and your groove. If you're interested in playing some lead playing, I have a free gift for you before you go. Click the link in the description below and you can get a PDF that's over 100 pages long, all about soloing. Thanks for your support, you guys. If you want to follow along with me on Instagram as well, at John MacLennan. We'll see you guys in another video real soon.